To speak out on live, which for New Zealand, that's not good enough. And we have some people that are completely unafraid that are sitting here that are going to tell us their stories. So, first off, give us your names.
Kaz. Hi, Polly.
You're Hannah? Alana, very pretty. Okay, so you both have children.
Yes, I've got two. I've got a 2-year-old.
This is two separate
5-year-old.
families, just in case you're wondering. They are not the same family. So you have how many children?
I've got 2 and 5 years old.
And you've got?
I've got three, 5 and 1.5.
Now, have any of your children had any vaccinations at all?
No.
Yes, my daughter's had 2 tetanus boosters, and that's all.
So the DTaps?
She had the boosters only.
She boosted something she had never had before.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
All right, so let's start with you then. So, when you were pregnant, did you think you were going to vaccinate or not?
Well, I was actually just lucky enough. I can only assume now that I possibly would have just trotted along and done what I'd been told to do. But I was blessed enough to have a good friend whom I respect, who's got healthy children, raise awareness with me, and from that point on, while I was pregnant, I researched pretty heavily and spoke with doctors and other medical professionals and made the choice not to. Yeah.
So were you at any point afraid of the things that the people who vaccinate are afraid of, like that your child will die of polio or diphtheria or the plague will come back or anything like that?
I have had moments where I've been concerned about it, but I've just been sure to go back and reconnect with people I respect, people who I know who have done a heap of research, and actually professional people as well. Obviously, I've met people with vaccine-injured children, which in those times really reassures me that I'm certain I've made the right decision. And obviously also I make sure that I read up on how to heal my child from these illnesses I had as a kid and empower myself to make sure that I can, and then I will, and I do.
And also talking to my generation who actually got measles, mumps, rubella, shingles, chickenpox, and we survived.
Yep, so did I. I'm here with 2 unvaxxed kids.
Right, so how's the health of your... No, wait, let's talk about how the fact they did get a vaccine. What happened there?
Well, actually, there was I was Boxing Day. I still remember to the day some years back when my daughter was little, and there was on our New Zealand Herald, which is our main national newspaper, they had a big scary story about a child who'd gotten tetanus, and my father, who reluctantly supported me in my decision not to vaccinate, was very concerned about tetanus where we live, and the fact there's a lot of perhaps rusty old metal. Our backyard, if you like, was used as a dumping ground. Contacted me, and I had been unsettled about it, and I got permission, if you like, from the vaccine awareness people, that she could have this done only, and so that's what I did. And I went along and got one, and about 6 months later, they told me to come back a month later, and I went back 6 months later and got another one done. And at that point I had some good people I could talk to and realised that for me, I feel it was a mistake, but it's done now, and I've now learnt ways to heal tetanus, and
Sure.
Not heal tetanus, but heal, look after wounds and do good wound care and things like that, so she won't be having any more, that's for sure.
Is there anything that would make you vaccinate your children?
Not with the knowledge I've got now, no.
Okay, and what about you? You have 3 children that are totally unvaccinated.
That's right, yeah.
Did they have even the vitamin K?
No.
Wow, how'd you get away with that?
My midwife was a home birth midwife and was really supportive, and I did a lot of research when I was pregnant with my first son and just decided not to do it.
And what made you decide that that was the best route for you?
Basically, when I got pregnant, I just began to sort of question everything, because I had this beautiful being growing inside me, and I just wanted to make sure I did the right thing and didn't just follow along because that's what everyone expected me to do. So basically anything that was going into his body, I was going to be making sure I knew what it was and if there was any pros and cons. So I just decided against the vitamin K and just made sure that I focused on breastfeeding to support him when he was little. Yeah.
And were you scared that your children would get?
No, I wasn't scared. No.
Why not?
I just felt confident, and I'd done a lot of research, and I'd spoken to my sister-in-law who had one of her really good friends who was vaccine injured, and just speaking to her. And yeah.
Do you both see vaccine injury as you go into the supermarket, or just walking around? Do you see the autism and the injury you're around? Do you see the inhalers and the allergies?
Definitely allergies.
But do you homeschool, you two?
No.
No, we don't.
You go to school.
But I in my job,
tell us what you are.
I'm in a job. I'm a children's librarian, and I've definitely seen quite an increase in autism in recent years. I've always been involved in children's literature and children's reading and books. It's a passion of mine, and so I've had a lot of contact with children, and I've really noticed an increase in autistic children in particular. But also just in the daycare, and in my children's daycares and kindies and things like that, there's all these allergies and food allergies, and you can't eat this and you can't have that. Yeah.
Do you guys have food allergies?
No, my kids eat everything.
Do they get ear infections?
No.
Xavier's had like 1 or 2 ear infections, but
my son was rubbing his ear the other day like this, and he was like, "Ooh!" And my cousin, bless her, she said, "Oh, he might have an ear infection." So I put some olive oil actually and chopped up garlic, which might sound a bit witchy, but I did it anyway. And his ear was fine the next morning, so maybe
That's a little bit quacky.
Yeah, it's a bit quacky, but it worked. Well, maybe he didn't have an ear infection, but no, not many ear infections in our house anyway.
And what about, do any of your children have signs of autism?
No.
Do they bang their heads on the floor and the walls?
No.
Do they line things up in a long line, and if you try and pull them away, they scream and headbutt you and throw their arch their back and scream for 24 hours non-stop?
No.
Do they have diarrhea all over the house and just smear it all over the walls?
No.
That's because your kids are not vaccinated. It's the best gift you can give your children. When you've seen as many injury as we have here, you guys, it's the same story. Your story is not unique because it's the same story as every unvaccinated story that we do.
Yeah.
You are such good mummies. And we are too. We got lied to. That's the difference, you guys.
Shocking.
Yeah, it's sad, and we've got injured children beyond belief, and there's deaths around the world beyond belief. So you two, seriously, you should just give yourselves a massive pat on the back, because you've given your kids a really good future. They won't have to worry like ours.
Thank you, and here's hoping that lots of you don't do it, because it fucking sucks. And
I think people are scared. They're scared of CPS will take my child away. They're scared of what others might think. They've got all these.
Yeah.
Literally, if you watch these stories and you still vaccinate, there is something wrong with you. I would love to have seen just one of these stories. You can tell I'm getting tired and pissed off, can't you?
Yeah.
Watch out, we got a Q&A coming up. There's no Dr. Suzanne, there's no Brian Hooker, there's no Andy Wakefield, there's no Dale Bigtree. It's Polly Tommey in New Zealand, and I'm not in a good mood, just so you know. You though, make everything worth what we're doing, because there was one person who was going to, and it doesn't matter you guys because you're never going to know who this is, so I'm not ratting this person out, but he was scared to come on because he didn't want to boast about the health of his unvaccinated child. And I told him, how happy are we for the unvaccinated, healthy unvaccinated? Supersonic happy for you.
Thank you.
There's no jealousy, there's no boasting, and we're just so happy because it validates as well the crap that's happened to our kids. All right, peeps. Thank you. You are both amazing.
Get out of here now.
You can get out of here, and we appreciate it. I think the next time you'll see us is at the Q&A. All right, guys.
Thank you, Polly.
Love you guys.
See you up there.
I know I need your help.